Testing. What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I am back with another video. I know I haven't put up a video in a few days. I've been a little tied up and having some work and stuff done to the house. A few other things, like I said, at the end of the day. But there's a few things I wanted to talk to you guys about. Shout out to everybody that's rocking out. Wait, hold on, let me pause the video. Shout out to everybody rocking out with me right now on the live stream. Shout yourself out, my man Sobski, Che Carlos 956214, too damn Texan. Damn, you going in on the TVs. Juan, I can't pronounce your name, last name Pimenez. Wasted in America. I want to get a new 4K TV. What should I get next gen? Like I said, I don't know your budget or not, but probably one of the best TVs and affordable TVs that I can buy for 4K HDR that's good with movies and gaming as far as input lag. I don't know if you're into shooters or not, but the Samsung KS8000 series, very affordable. Probably you can get that set probably for like $1,100-$1,200. You know what I mean? I don't know if it comes in a 40. I think it does. I think the smalls they may come in. Hold on, this is my uncle here. Hey, Danny, I'm live on the air. Just give me about 30 minutes. I'll be done. And I can say about my business day in Best Buy. So anyway, I'm sorry. That was my uncle. I was talking to him earlier when I was inside the store. So anyway, I think that the KS 8000. I'm sorry. I think that comes in a. I guess I don't know what your budget was, but I know that 55 or 60, 65, and so on. But that TV is very well as far as 4K content, HDR, gaming, and in 4K with HDR, the input lag is pretty low. One of the lowest out there. Now, let's get right into the nitty gritty. But let me look at the Samsung thing right quick. I'm on website. I'm on website. I'm on the Best Buy's site right now. Yeah, so yeah, that's probably one of the best. Oh, it does come in the 49. Yeah, it's for $1,100. You know what I mean? It does come in the 49. So you can get an open box for $989, a 49-inch. Like I said, this is probably one of the best TVs you can buy for HDR, for gaming, very low input lag. If you go to ratings, rtings.com, you can look at the review, the side-by-side comparison. I know when you go to Walmart, I love you guys send me these pictures of the sets they have in Walmart and Sam's Clubs and this one and that one, 65, 70 inch for like 13, 1400, 4K. Yes, I mean, if you want size and cheaper for your buck, fine. Those TVs aren't well as far as what come to input lag, and they don't support HDR. If you're going to buy a Samsung, I would tell you to get the 8000 series or higher. You know what I mean? All those KS980 through 60, they're not. They're Samsung low-end sets. You know what I mean? And I can tear my screen off. You guys can see what I'm talking about here. So anyway, I was like, if you guys been rocking out with me for a minute, you know me. I always tell you guys, I'm a blankety blank that likes gadgets, right? I'm not even going to say that word. I heard that word was very offensive, so I'm not going to say it anymore. You know what I mean? Try my best not to say the F word. Now, when I say that word again, I can tell you, it's not tell you guys, one sexual preference, anything like that. So if that's the way I'm from, we just say F or BOMO. I'm not going to say the H word either. I have a couple of listeners that are, I guess, it's called an LBGT, and they said that word is kind of offensive. So you know what? I won't say it anymore. I'm trying my best. You know what I mean? They know that I'm not trying to be, biased or a bigot or a racist or prejudiced or anything like that. It's just, we just say that where I'm from. You know what I mean? It means you can't fight or you're being, maybe it's not talking about saying sexual preference, but enough of that. So anyway, yeah. So if you're going to get a Samsung TV, I advise you to get an 8000 series or higher. So anyway, about 2 weeks ago, right? It's been about 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, I picked up the KS8500. I picked up two TVs. I bought a KS8500 and I bought the KS9000. Um, and no, I have my daughter. Actually, yesterday was her birthday. I'm sorry. She just turned 22 years old. So her and her husband, yeah, she's married already. Her and her husband got their, first little pad or whatever the case may be. And I gave the KS9000 to them for a housewarming gift because they had like one of those little TVs from Walmart, one of them flat screens from Walmart, very cheap. And, he's plays games. And, he thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. So he has a pickup truck or whatever. And I had him, drive me up to Sears. I got a pretty good deal at Sears. And when we got to my house, I took out the KS8500, which I like the bezel of it. That's why I kept the 8500 over the KS9000. And I let him take the KS9000. So anyway, like I said, yesterday is my daughter's birthday. So I went to the house, picked up, and she got to work, took out for dinner for her birthday. And my son-in-law was in there playing a video game. I feel so old saying son-in-law, he was in there playing NBA 2K. And I was like, oh, I think it's a little better than my KS. I think it look a little better than my KS 8500. Looks a little brighter, what I mean? So went home. I'm like, man, I'm going to buy another TV. And one thing about me, if you guys don't like the most, like I said, I like to buy every year I get a new TV. Like, it's just something that I've been doing literally for the last 5 years or so. Every year I get a new television, Either I sell it, give it away. Every year I'm buying a new television. So anyway, my neighbor next to me, this has been all week I've been getting hit with this. My neighbor next to me, he has the Sony Z930, whatever you call it. That's Sony's television rival to, I guess, outperform LG's OLED series. Which is, like I said, when I saw that set, I was like, whoa, it blew me away. Now, my neighbor, I don't know what the hell he does. I think he works for Motorola or something. He's either the vice president. He works for one of those tech companies. Now, that's my neighbor. I tell you, we got the land and all that stuff. He lives not my next door to me. He lives about 5-6 houses up. But anyway, how we started speaking, his dog wandered down in my yard, and I have the gate. I leave the gate open, and his dog was back there playing with my dog. So that's how we became, I guess, start speaking. And every day, and then his sons is a little younger. They watched the BGST, and ever since then, yada yada yada, we've been okay. So anyway, he has the Sony, the high end set. Which is about for the 65 inches, about $6,000. But my thing, and like I said, it looks beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. They don't come smaller than a 65. You know what I mean? And here's my thing, which I want. Actually, know some real stuff. I was going to try to get that set today, but the reason why I decided not to get the Sony, the Z, was because the smallest that it comes in is a 65. And I don't have room in here to fit a 65-inch television where I'm primarily playing my games at. Now, I could have put it in the living room and, but I'm not out there playing my game. I could have put it there, but if I'm going to spend that type of money, it's going to be a set that I'm going to use every day. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to use it every day, all day. That's going to be my main set. So that's the reason why I didn't get the Sony Z. It doesn't come smaller than the 65. Let's get wrong. The price was kind of steep. Like when I first got Miss Crazy's, how they come down in price. When I bought my first my first 4K television was in 2014. I paid about $9,000 for that damn set, and it's crazy as hell. The money that I paid for that set there, it was obsolete the year after. Didn't get any HDR, none of that stuff. I bought that TV in 2014. Didn't get any of that shit. Didn't get nothing. You know what I mean? So I was like, damn. Never again would I spend that type of money on a television, and be outdated. Like literally, that set came out in 2014. It was already dated by 2015, and then the 2015 TVs got the update and all that stuff for HDR. Like, nah. But anyway, great looking TV. The LG OLEDs. Now again, went out to Best Buy today. I say, fuck, I'm gonna get me the LG OLED. Now listen, I know to me, my preference, I like the OLED about the best. Especially when they put that tech demo and that red be looking all like Jesus. That's why I always prefer plasmas over LEDs. Like Max, I like the plasmas give you that richer, darker black. OLEDs are the successors to the plasmas. You know what I mean? Plasmas, I guess it was more or less, they say it was very expensive to keep producing or whatever the case may be. So there's really no more plasma TVs. That's like old school tech. But anyways, I was saying, OLEDs, like each individual pixel has its own light source. Very beautiful, very nice sets. You know what I mean? The only down part about the OLEDs, again, that it has very high input lag, very high. Now, I was talking to Tim. Tim's a big LG fan. You know what I mean? You know, just like it's crazy. Just like you have console wars for the Xbox and the PlayStation. It's the same thing for TVs for Sony, LG, Vizio. You got to go to them AV forums. Shout out to my man Dean, the tech guy. You know what I mean? They be cutting loose of some of them forums, man. The same thing. Tim is more of an LG dude, and like I said, they have and actually they're not even that expensive. The LGs, you know, because I was going to buy one today, 55 inch. I think it was like only like $3,000 or $2,500 or something like the LG OLED. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I was going to buy that, but like I said, it's got very bad input lag. Look, it's only $2,400. It's not even that goddamn expensive. Now the 65 is for, and again, I don't have room in here for a 65-inch television. You know what I mean? I don't. They got the B6. This is the B6. This is the B6P 2500. Yeah, it's right here. They got the E and the B. I think this is the E here. The E. That's not that. That's 77, 65, 55, 6B. This one here is 3500 to 55. I believe this is the 2016 model right here. $3,500. It was crazy as hell. The one under this one, the B, I believe it was, on ratings.com, it had a few things higher than this. But like I said, the input lag on this TV right here is atrocious in watching 4K and HDR content. You know what I mean? They're great for movies, great for sports, great for everything and above. You know what I mean? And they actually, too, HDR content and video games look great on this television. Really do. Really looks top notch. Probably some of the best out there. But like I said, again, it's, you know what I mean, it has very high input lag, you know what I mean? And then again, you know what, even as far as the input lag, I'm gonna be clear this. I'm not really too big into shooters anymore. You know what I mean? I'm not too big into shooters, but I do enjoy fighters. You understand what I'm saying? Shooters, fine, you know what I mean? But I do enjoy fighters. And I was talking to my man, because my man Mark, he has this set here. And he said that, you know, and again, he noticed, like I said, as far as the input lag before him playing, you know, like Mortal Kombat and stuff. So that's the reason why I didn't decide to get this one here today. You know what I mean? So what I end up doing, again, in my front room now, I have the JS, the Curve series from last year, but that's the 65. I can't fit the 65 in here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put this KS 8500 right here. I'm going to put it on my desk. I'm going to put it on my desk. Ghetto. I'm going to put it on my desk, and I'm going to put the KS. I ended up getting the KS 9000. They had the KS 9800. They did. This is crazy as hell. Even with the KS 9000, they're probably clearing stock and get ready for the 2017 models. They had to ship away to get it. You know, I don't know if as far as Best Buy, are they each individual stores? I think it's just one corporation, just Best Buy. I don't think you can buy a franchise for them. But anyway, my TV, I ended up getting on another KS 9000. They I'm sorry, I lost train of thought. The KS 9000, it's gonna be delivered on October. Hold on, I got my goddamn camera on. October 12th. October 12th at so between 9 and 12 or whatever the case. Between 8 to 12. October 12th, and that was the earliest that I can have this thing delivered. Was at October 12th. Yeah, October 12th is the earliest I can have it delivered. You know what I mean? The KS 9000 and the 9500, same set. You know what I mean? And we're not that better. That maybe a smidge. It gets a little brighter than the KS 8500. It gets a little brighter. But my daughter bought her a stand from Walmart. Oh my God, I was jealous. It looks so nice. I should have kept my goddamn. So I ended up buying another one. I ended up buying another one. Fuck it. My wife's just gonna fuss and complain. I'm gonna put this one here. I'm gonna put this on my desk when I use as a monitor. I'm about to retire this. My Mac. I'm done with the Mac. Mac is just for porn. Now I'm gonna put it over here in the corner. Just looking at for porn. I'm gonna start using my PC that's just sitting there that I don't use. I went today and picked up a bunch of stuff from my channel. New cameras, new microphones, new camera, new microphone. I got a new soundbar too. New Samsung soundbar. It's new mic that I'm gonna use. I bought it. I got it from Best Buy. I wasn't that much. It was very cheap. I was gonna get the Yeti, but the Yeti, the box was. They only had one there in the store, and the box was chewed the hell up. You know what I mean? It was chewed the hell up. New camera. Started my man Real Gamer 27. So I'm gonna start using my PC. You guys can see me more. But the TV, the KS 9000, will be here October 12th, between 8 to I think 8 to 12, whatever the case may be. So I'm gonna use that. You know what I mean? So anyway, on to today's video. Enough of what me and what I bought. There's a few articles, like I said, I have been away. Not been away. I have been tied up for a few days that I want to talk about. The PlayStation VR is out. I guess a lot of people have got their hands on review copies of it. There was a few articles that came out about it that didn't paint Sony's PlayStation VR in a good light. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, let me bring up the articles here. Motherfuckers talking about eye disease and all types of shit, man. This is crazy. Also, too, the Xbox. Before I begin into Sony, sorry here. The PS4 Slim is out. We all know that. And let me cut it here. I want to say you want to call it a bomb or a bust. It's being outsold by the Xbox One S 4-1 in some places. You know what I mean? Since Xbox One S launches, sales beat the PS4 Slim by 361%. The Xbox One family of console accounted for 71% of all hardware sales last week, up to 76% of the same time last year. By comparison, the PlayStation 4 there's 19% of the market, down 66% on last year. That's particularly impressive given that the PS4 Slims launched on September 15, and yet apparently made little inroad on the Xbox One, which launched in August. Wow. Last week's sales of the Xbox One S were better by 361% compared to the launch week PS4 Slims. Are also revealed to have increased by 989% from the week before the Xbox One S release. Now, let me tell you like this, as far as that. And the PlayStation 4 Slim is going to be the standard PS4 going forward. You know what I mean? Because it's cheaper for them to manufacture. They're going to clear off the standard, the regular PS4. You're not going to be able to find those anymore. They're going to get rid of them more costly. They make more money selling the PS4 Slim than they do on the actual standard PS4. You know what I mean? Less material to make it, less plastic. Missing the optical port and all that stuff like that. But it looks like, again, the PS4 Slim, compared, I guess, value-wise, this is value, you know what I mean? Value-wise, I guess people could perceive the Xbox One S to be a better, more bang for their buck, you know what I mean? And more bang for their motherfucking buck, basically what I'm saying here. So it is what it is. Now, it'd be interesting to see, because I do expect the PS4 Pro to sell well at launch, $400. I do expect it to sell well. It probably will win. It comes out November 10th, so it may win November's MPD because, like I said, it is new hardware. But it seems like the PS4 Slim has done little to change, to take away some of the momentum from the Xbox One Slim or Xbox Slim. You know what I mean? And like I said, I will admit when I was wrong. I didn't see the need for the the Xbox Slim. This is before, I guess, it was heavily rumored that Microsoft was going to release a Slim. And, back, for months, I was saying, like, you're basically taking the problems that you had with the bigger box, as far as they need GPU, and putting it in a smaller box. But they did make the Xbox One S more powerful. They did add HDR gaming. That's why I bought it, for HDR and a 4K upscale inside the console, and, a 4K Blu-ray player. So it was like, God damn. And I told you guys before, that's the reason why Sony did not show the Neo and the PS4 Slim at E3. It's because a lot of people were saying it was because of the Scorpio. It had nothing to do with the Scorpio, because Microsoft took Sony's flagship features of the PS4 Pro, 4K upscaler, you know, HDR, and also has a 4K Blu-ray, and put it in their standard Xbox One for $300. You know what I mean? So how can you come up and follow that and showing your PS4 Pro, who doesn't have a 4K Blu-ray player? You understand what I'm saying? Or even better, the PS4 Slim, who doesn't have any, you know what I mean? So that was the reason why, you know what I mean? It wasn't because of the Scorpio, it was because of the Xbox One S. You know what I mean? Getting here. There's been a lot of talk about this article here. Microsoft admits PC has eclipsed consoles. I was listening to an interview the other day from Phil Spencer, but what do you mean by this? A lot of people keep throwing this article in my face. I've said this numerous of times, that 8 and 9 year old that console life cycle that went on last generation was unhealthy. You know what I mean? How it used to be when consoles came out, whether it be the Xbox or the PlayStation, whatever, they had the top of the line tech for those times. You know what I mean? Like when the 360 came out, you know, you couldn't probably find a PC that could match it spec for spec. You understand? For $400. But that 8 and 9 year that took for new hardware and shit to come out, consoles will never catch PC again. Never. If for terms of hardware, you know what I mean? Never. Only thing Microsoft and Sony can probably do is going forward, and that's for those that care about having the latest, greatest specs and stuff. Because me personally, in the day, I'm not really a PC guy. I scratched that itch I had to see what it was about. I'm more of a console dude. I like the simplicity of console. That's what my friends are. I like the fact that I can sit down on my ass and plug and play and keep it moving. I like also too that games are barely optimized on console and more suited for controllers. Now listen here, I know you have controller schemes on PC, but to me sometimes the controls feel a little clunky. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. Don't shoot me. But it says here, we all know how superior the PC is to console hardware, with even future consoles from Microsoft and Sony not being able to be a thumb war against PC hardware. No shit, Sherlock, let alone beat them. And now Microsoft has admitted it too. I mean, it is what it is. Microsoft Senior Director Product Management and Planning, Albert Pinello, recently spoke with The Guardian about PC games and gaming renaissance and a huge leap in technology happening on PC. Pinello said, like this year alone, you had NVIDIA come out with was it the GTX 1070, $300 some odd more powerful than the Titan for $300 some odd. Just think about that. When the Titan first came out, that was a $1,100 graphics card, and $1,200. You know what I mean? And they gave you all that with more powerful or just about on par in a GTX 1070 for $300 some odd. And then you had AMD come out with their budget large cards, you know, to get 4K gaming and all that stuff for like $400 also. You know what I mean? So like I said, in the days, hardware on PC, like, you know what I mean, being able to do VR, and that's what they want to take advantage of, this whole VR thing. And 4K was coming very, very cheap, you know what I mean? And less, no, not even less, not even less. For consoles to even keep up, every 3 to 4 years, I expect to see something new from Microsoft and Sony going forward. And both consoles, both platforms being both forwards and backwards compatible. You know what I mean? Unless they move away from x86, which I doubt they do anytime soon, because that's what PC uses. You know what I mean? There's less money for developers to make these games. They don't have to, you know, a prime example, the PS3 uses the cell processor, which was a bitch to make for. Now both the Xbox One, the Xbox and the PlayStation are both using x86. Some of the last 5 years have been a real renaissance in PC gaming that happy with NVIDIA and AMD invested in really high-end performance to the point where PC has eclipsed console much more significant than ever before. Yeah. And in fact, console used to lead PCs, like I just told you, and it would take a while for them to catch up. Not anymore. Well, Microsoft, you're putting APUs into a console that are slower than mid-range PCs from 5 to 6 years ago. And the reason why is that if you it's for heat consumption also. If you look at you look at a standard top GPU, you look how big that is, how wide fat that is. You know, I mean, look how small a console is. You know what I mean? And you know what? I think, and not I think, I know, console gamers and PC gamers are two different demographics, two different audiences. You understand what I'm saying? PC gamers like the freedom. You know what I mean? It's an open-ended platform. They can you know, tweak things how they want it, mods and all this. You know, man, as far as console is a controlled environment. They don't really care about, you know, I'm not saying you do have some games with mods, you know, but you don't really care about draw distance, frame per second resolution. That's why I thought it was so funny this generation that people, console gamers were waging this war about frames per second and resolution when 99.9% of the games that released last generation or that came out on the PS3 and the Xbox 360, they ran better on the Xbox 360. We just talked about who had the better games. That's why I think all this shit is kind of spooky to me. But yeah, so Microsoft coming out and admitted that they're not even they're not in competition with PC. Whereas that's what I'm talking about. As far as Sony, when Aaron Housen made that statement that they don't really see Microsoft as a competition, they worried about losing consumers to PC, which is a bunch of bullshit. If Sony really felt that way about the PS4 Pro being competition for PC, they would have put a much better CPU in there. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that anemic dog shit PC, CPU, they're using that as far as they stayed with them Jaguar. They could even use Puma. They stayed with them Jaguar co-op. It's horrible. You know what I mean? But that's why you see games like Tomb Raider, on the PS4 Pro. It's not even a 1080p lock 60 frames a second. It's like 40, 42 frames, 43 frames. So they can't talk about they trying to keep up with PC. Like, come on, you're bugging. You know what I mean? I don't know. Sometimes Sony just gets so damn arrogant and just be speaking out their ass, but it is what it is. Last but not least, I wanted to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen, PlayStation VR. Let me make this article a little big. I don't know if this is doom and gloom for Sony. I know Sony has invested upwards to about $600 million into this VR thing. Me, I'm not going to get it day one. If I do get it, I don't know. I want to see something that I want to play that interests me. All those job simulators and stuff, to me, I'm not going to play that stuff. I already went through my novelty fag with the Kinect and Bond, all them bullshit ass games. I'm not going to do it again. But it says the PlayStation VR headset is, let me start here. Sony's new PlayStation VR headset could lead to eye disease and vomiting, Dr. warns. Now, listen here. The recommended age for the PlayStation VR, I don't know about across seas in the UK or wherever. In America is 12 years old. You know what I mean? Under 12 is not recommended. It says here the PlayStation VR headset is due to hit the UK stores on October 13th, costing £350 and allowing gamers to immerse themselves in a stunning 3D world like never before. With more than 40 million PS4 sold globally, many experts are tipping PS4 to finally make virtual reality truly mainstream. The tech giant Sony is adding to the buzz by touring the hardware across Britain throughout September and October, while the video enthusiasts are clamoring to get their hands on the new device. Experts have warned that they could lead to a long-term eye damage and could also have an unsettling effect on your stomach. Now, leading laser eye surgeon Dr. David Allenby, clinical director of London's Focus Clinic, says VR could be setting up a generation of young adults for myopia and dry eyes. Well, basically saying this shit ain't no good for your eyes. You know what I mean? This VR thing, you know what I mean? It's not no good for your eyes. Jesus. Now, I don't know. I don't know if this article, the story was going to pick up and go mainstreams or if some parents are going to be put off by this. I don't know. You know what I mean? I do expect this thing to sell out day one because of the enthusiasts. You know what I mean? They're going to go out and buy it day one. To me personally, like I said, I haven't seen any software that's caught my eye or something that I want to play that's on it. I would like to see how it looks graphically running on the PlayStation 4 Pro. You know what I mean? I want to see, but I don't think this thing is going to take off and be mainstream because most people don't want to put shit on their face. You know what I mean? That's what happened with the 3D fad. You know what I mean? With and yada yada. People don't want to put shit on their face, man. You know? And I do enjoy 3D. I'm the only one in the house that watches it. I mean, I bought my first 3D TV. I was sitting and watching the Blu-rays and, you know what I mean, with my Samsung joint. But you know, that's just me. You know what I mean? I use it, but I'm the only person in the house that looks at 3D stuff. So I stopped buying them. You know what I mean? And the real, but I don't know, man. This is kind of fucked up, though. You know, I hope I know it's probably going to be some reports that come out around Christmas time of kids getting sick and all this shit's going to be over YouTube. I don't know. Like I said, Sony has really invested into this VR thing, which sucks if it does come out and bomb. For like I said, the publishers, I don't want Sony to fail. I like, you know, man, I'm a gamer. I mean, they go belly up or whatever the fuck the case may be. That's the options it takes away from me. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, man. But I don't know. Are any of you guys getting the PlayStation VR? You know what I mean? I haven't heard much talk about it anymore. You know what I mean? When Sony just had their PlayStation event showing off the PlayStation 4 Pro, you know, I mean, I was hoping that they would show PlayStation VR and how it made the games look better, more like something to see something to sell me on it, which they didn't show anything about it, man. You said King Midway put PlayStation VR is making be turning dudes into Stevie Wonder. Oh man, this won't hurt my eyes. Hexer Life was good, man. Can't see. I have zero interest in VR gaming. I got to see what type of game they use, but I do expect now. I know, like I was telling guys on BGST, that for any VR, I don't care what it's that the Oculus Rift, the Vive, or the PlayStation VR, for this thing to be successful, it has to be adapted by third party. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like the multiplayer, they have to start, you know, making games for it. If Sony, it's not going to work just by Sony doing it and making, you know, it's not. It's going to have to be adapted by the third party. You know, maybe they can start putting VR parts in their games, maybe 2K, but you know, or whatever the case may be, for it to go mainstream. I don't know, but again, just by Sony quarterbacking this thing, I don't think it's going to turn out well for them. You know what I mean? They invested like over $600 million in this thing, man. You know what I mean? My man put Mannequin 730, put HoloLens the future. HoloLens is nice. The whole VR, AR thing. But my thing with HoloLens, I hope that it's affordable. You know what I mean? That's one thing I have about Microsoft product, like as far as the service and all that shit when they came out, like they should be high as hell. You know, as far as me, you know, money's not really, I'm not saying that money is the issue, like I'm rich or anything, but I don't mind spending things on my hobby. It's not a big deal. But I don't think even HoloLens, as great as that technology is, the tech, I don't think that thing's gonna be less than $1,000. You know what I mean? So who is it really for? And for it to be successful and be supported, it has to be adapted by the mainstream. You know what I mean? By the casuals. You know what I mean? $300-400 at top is not no $1,000. People ain't gonna spend that. One people said next gen. When are you gonna start dropping those videos you was talking about aliens and stuff like that? I actually, you must. Have you seen my true story? My true, my true UFO story I got on my channel about my grandmother and something happened when I was 12 years old. If you haven't seen it, it's on my channel. You know what, hey bro, what I'm gonna do, honestly, I have to set up my PC first of all. I'm gonna start using my computer, and that's all. I'm gonna start. Like I said, I've just been hella busy. You know, and I also have like 4 interviews up that I recorded already. I want to upload those. Like I said, I told you guys I have a new series that I'm doing where I'm going to start every week. I don't know what day I'm going to do it on. Start interviewing people from the industry and from the said here YouTube community. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Kid Mary put the average consumer on a laptop that is weaker or equal to concurrent game consoles. Judge Judy, all Xbox got is Killer Instinct, Halo, Gears, Recall, Forza, Phantom Dust, Fable. Okay. Next gen is FA for Gadget. Yeah, I am. Yeah. Paul, this feels like a class for watching this month. Read articles online. What can you do? What can we do ourselves? Don't you slip? Once you get your grandmother, what's my man named Poles Gaming? Slide your grandmother my number, man. My question is to you guys though, before I get the hell out of here, or any of you guys going to get the PlayStation VR? You know what I mean? I say there was a couple unboxings here on YouTube. I haven't saw the videos. I got them in my inbox. Also, to listen, check it out. If you guys, because I spoke to my partner, I'm even partnered with Curse, and there were a problem with my videos or my content or whatever. It wasn't going through the a lot of people wasn't being notified. You know what I mean? Something new that they're doing. I don't know what the hell. It wasn't being part of the algorithm that would show up just normally. But if you go to, I'm sharing my screen with you, right? Come on, Crap. This is Crap's channel here. Let me see, because I am subscribed to Crap. How does it work here? You guys see here? Let me pause this. If you rocking with me, just here, you see this bell? Click the bell. Click here, send me all notifications. You know what I mean? You're going to watch it, but let you know when I'm doing videos. Like I said, I have a new series that I'm going to do, and it's going to take me some time. I'm finally going to put some effort into my, really, try to take it to the next level. You know what I mean? So like I said, first of all, thank you guys that have been rocking out for a while. But like I said, if you'll be so kind and so nice, hit the like button, subscribe. Also to what's the chicken buffalo wings? Let's go to my channel, my page. I'm sorry, BC. If you subscribe, hit the bell, just click send notification. That's all. It'll take you 2 seconds. What crap talking about? Wait, hold on. Let me go back. What crap talking about? Crap said the PS4 is the biggest flop in gaming media history. What the hell's crap talking about? What the hell happened now? I know it's not selling as well as the S. Crap crazy. Let me see.
Give this video a thumbing and or liking, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done
yet. Crap gamer.
Also hit up MC Mornings on Skype and leave a voicemail if you want to win a year of Xbox Live Gold this Sunday on Mooch's channel, or other cool stuff that we're giving away. More Xbox Live games, codes, all kinds of stuff. We're really loaded up with lots of stuff to give away. I want to jump right into today's topic. That is the PS4 Slim. Yes, the dirty little secret that the media and nobody's talking about. Why is nobody talking about this thing as being a failure? I realized that was the talk and the joke when Xbox One S was announced, and then they announced Scorpio at the same time. And everybody's like, man, that Scorpio announcement really doomed that Xbox One S, despite it being like almost 2 years out. And then Sony announces a PS4 Slim and the Pro within a couple months of each other, which really is idiotic, and nobody seems to bat an eye.
Yeah, it's not selling too well. Well, maybe not as well as normally. I guess PS4 has been, accustomed to selling. I guess what he was saying, as far as the Slim, it was saying the PS4 Slim is going to crush the Xbox One S, and like I've always said, at the end of the day, whether Microsoft or the Xbox brand wins this generation, doesn't even matter. I just think at the end of the day, most gamers are going to own both platforms. Like last generation, they're going to own both platforms. Who didn't have a PS3 and a 360 combo. I just think that people now that have went out and bought the PS4 first are now picking up the Xbox One S. It is what it is, man. At least, like I said, it's all good for this, for gaming, period. More money being spent, more games going to be made, and we all get to reap the benefits. Yeah, but I just think in the day that the Slim, I think I know, it's cheaper for Sony to manufacture the Slim than the standard. Less plastic, missing the optical. That it is what it is, man. But anyway, this is your boy Next Gen 720. Thank you for rocking out with me. So picked up a new television. If you guys are just tuning in or just tuned in, picked up a new television. I got the KS 9000. Got the KS 9000. I'm gonna take the KS 8500 that's behind me. I'm gonna take the KS 8500 that's behind me. Gonna probably put this on my desk, use it as a monitor. I don't know, because I have a 65 in my bedroom. I have a 65 in my living room. JS, I think 9000 is in the living room. That's Samsung's Curve from last year, 2015 model. I have the same exact set in my living room. Looks nice. Still looks well. I think the KS 8500 is a little brighter than one out there to me. But anyway, I got the KS 9000. I picked it up today. It's going to be here October 12th, delivered between 8 and 12 o'clock, which means they're going to probably be here about 1, 2. I picked mine up from school at 3, so school's right there at the corner. Yeah, got that, the warranty. Picked up a few gadgets for my channel, new mic, new camera. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to start, using my PC. I'm going to get an intro. So, all fancy schmancy. Why not? Go all out, man. But anyway, thank you guys for rocking out with me as always, man. And I'm the DVD ambassador. Yo, I seen the funniest video today. Some guy, I subscribed to a channel named King Droopy. Yeah, that's his name of his channel, man. He did a diss song about Hardy, BJ, them jokers, a Weapon Bill. He used the Hit 'em Up beat. Yo, it was funny as hell, man. Go by and check it out, man. Real funny video. But anyway, this is your boy Next Gen 720. I'm trying to get my hands on Zobi, man. I got something special. I got something really special planned for you guys. I'm gonna reach out to that clown now. Got something really special for you guys, planned for you guys, man. Hope you guys enjoy it. But anyway, thank you as always. Like I said, man, go to my channel, hit the bell, hit notify. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, the thumbs up. And oh yeah, look what I got too. I haven't even. Yeah, they gave me this too. But yes, I seen people with it on because I usually buy my games from Best Buy because I get them for $9. But this was a bonus from GameStop. I seen people posting pictures of it, on Instagram and on Twitter. It looked much bigger than this. So if I knew it was just there small, I thought it was like that big or something. But this shit here is little as hell. But yeah, little card came with Forza Horizon, which looks bananas. In HDR, like Forza Horizon looks sick, man. Really, really does. My next game is going to be Mafia 3, which which I got it early. Mafia 3. Let's see what my next game is going to happen now. Mafia 3, Battlefield 1, Gears of War 4. Titanfall now. I'm not going to get Titanfall. Yeah, that's it. I don't have anything else to get. That's it. Yeah, that's it. I'm out of here, man. Bang, bang. If something else I'm missing, let me know. I might pick it up. I don't know. But I'm out of here. Bang, bang.